shirt.
What's up, baby?
What?
Say the shirt with me.
Tim
I guess
is.
so. I guess you take
Thank
care
you
of safe
too,
flights,
baby.
bro.
No doubt.
Gotta get
How
you on
you
the
doing?
No
podcast
doubt.
one day, Tim.
All right, thank you.
Tim, is Bivol and Triple G the route you wanted Canelo to take?
Yeah. You know what? I wanted to see him against, to be honest with you, I wanted to see him against Charlo. I thought that would have been an interesting matchup. And I think that as far as the credibility goes, I think Charlo has more credibility. You know, he's a champion in 2 weight classes, you know. And I thought it would be interesting for just to see him against that type of a guy that can punch and just as dangerous as Charlo is with his championship experience. But I like the Bivol fight. I really do. From a financial standpoint, I hear he was supposed to get somewhere. I think PBC offered him over $100 million or whatnot. And people might say that, oh, that's crazy. But what's important also in this business of boxing is relationships with the person that you in bed with. You know, you feel comfortable. You know, that's where you're gonna go with, and I think that's the reason.
That's like in life, huh?
It's with anything, but
yeah.
I like the move. I think it's a great fight. It's a challenging fight. He's getting another strap in a different weight class. You know, he took Kovalev's strap. Now he's going after this one. And I'm telling you right now, if he can beat a guy like Bivol, a bigger guy that can box like Bivol, you know, he has that European type of style too, crafty, you know, and it gave Canelo a little bit of issues. Triple G, you got to think about that. You know, strong jab, you know, heavy on the front foot, you know, got a beautiful left hook, straight right hand as well. Don't go to alter the body too often either, you know, and it's similar, the same thing, Bivol, the same way. Controls the distance, got good footwork, can counterpunch very well, effectively, make guys miss, make them pay. And I don't think it's going to be hard for him to figure out, and I mean in Bivol, to figure out that style, the hands up. You know, I think that Bivol understands how to deal with that type of style, you know, with the high guard. And then on the flip side of that, I don't think it's going to be hard for Canelo to figure out Bivol, because Bivol is a 1-2 shooter. 1-2. Very simple. 1-2. He don't go to the body all that often. And so I think it's a great matchup. I can't wait till this fight happen. I said that Bivol is, if somebody's going to beat Canelo, Bivol is the guy. That's what I truly felt. Bivol is the guy. I know people are picking Canelo to win by knockout. If that happens, Canelo goes up, like, without questioning. On my pound-for-pound list, he'll be number 1 pound-for-pound.
You think Bivol was more of a threat than, say, Benavidez? A lot of people say Benavidez is the guy.
Man, I think both of them are threats, to be honest with you, but just differently. I think that Benavidez is big, he's strong, he's brash. I think the lead-up will be intense. He's confident in himself, but I think his style, the fact that he sits in front, and all too often he doesn't have the best defense, I think that Canelo would beat him because of that. And sometimes having too much cojones can be, you know, a little risky for you. But I like the Bivol route because we all know, or at least I know, that Canelo, he somewhat struggles with movers. You know, guys that he has to track down. You can look at Floyd, go back, okay, he was young, he was this, all right, cool. But then if you really look at the last fight that he had against Plant was having success when he was moving, but Plant didn't have the punching power, and he didn't commit with his punches to get the respect from Canelo, so Canelo kept pressing forward. But Bivol has that ability, good feet, you know, control the distance, use a stiff jab, you know, coming right down the middle, and get Canelo to open up with his shots, you know, wide punches. Hey, Plant made Canelo miss a hell of a lot, you know. Going into that 11th round, I had to fight even. You know, I don't know how everybody was giving Canelo, you know, a lot of rounds, early rounds, just for pressure. But, you know, can somebody explain effective aggression to me? Me being a fighter for over 23 years, explain the effective aggression. You know, yeah, you can be effective. How? Well, you get the guy against the ropes, or you're dominating on him by pressing on him, and you're having success. Well, a lot of those shots that Canelo was throwing was missing. He was missing. So, the movement is what caused him to be a little bit unsettled in that ring. I'm not saying it's the only way to beat Canelo, but what I'm saying is that I see that type of style gives him trouble, and I think that Bivol, that's what he brings into the ring. That's why it's dangerous.
Terrence